Hey guys, Stampede 19 here. Just sitting in the shop, figuring out what I'm gonna work on first tonight, and started with the aftershock. I'm gonna do a little cleanup, little maintenance on it. And, while I was sitting here, I thought maybe it'd be a good idea to give you guys an update as to what we're doing in the shop. The aftershock has been giving me a little bit of trouble. We were running it the other day and it didn't end over and locked up pretty bad. So to me it sounded like a broken gear inside the transmission. Let me get a little better shot for you. Pulled the tranny out, opened it up, cleaned it up. As you can see how nice and clean it looks. And the rest of the truck is filthy. So I thought it was time for some maintenance on everything we've got in there. So anyway, took the tranny apart, cleaned it up, found nothing, absolutely nothing wrong with the transmission, other than it just needed a good cleaning and some grease. Put that guy back together, reinstalled it. So I'm still tracking down where the problem happened. While doing that, I realized the clutch bell had a little bit of a wobble to it. Took that apart, and surprise, surprise, I get showered with ball bearings. Both, not one, but both. The inner and the outer bearing on the clutch bell broke apart. Actually, the bearings came right out of the racers. So, replace those. And that's how your clutch bell should spin. Nice and quiet. Okay, problem wasn't there, so next step's going to be either the rear diff or the front diff. It's a real pain to get at them. Post a comment if you guys are interested in me videoing that. Otherwise, kind of boring. Basically, front bumper comes off. Okay. And you have this front plate right here. Let's see if I can get you a little closer in there. There's this front plate, so you're looking at one screw here, a couple on the, maybe four on the bottom, four up front. The bumper comes off, this plate comes off, then there's an aluminum plate in the back. Slide your pins out, and there are two chucks, one on either side for the axles. Slide those cups out, and the front diff will slide right out, shaft and all. So a little bit of a pain, but should work out. I'll probably also empty the fluid and clean the truck up. Same procedure for the rear. Basically, bumper off, plastic front cover, metal plate, slide the pins out. There were two plastic pieces. Hold the diff in, slide those out, and the diff comes out the rear. Hoping I tracked this down, because that was did some acrobatics. Whatever it was, it just locked up the whole drivetrain, stalled the motor, and the truck just flipped over. So got to be a broken gear somewhere. Again, post a comment if you want to see any of that, how the truck comes apart. Pretty standard fare, but I have no problems videotaping it for you if that's what you want to see. That's one project we got in the shop. The other one, here's the body. Yep, if you haven't guessed, that's that is a Traxxas body with some aftershock stickers on it. That's from a Summit. No, I don't own a Summit. A friend of mine Summit didn't want the body, so gave it to me. Give it a little sunroof so I can get to the motor. The other project we're working on in the shop is the Slash 4x4. It's winter time, and I don't want to retire the truck for the winter, so we're going to take all the on-road stuff off it and get it back to a short course truck, so we can beat that in the yard when the weather turns. That's another project. Let's see. Over here we have the SCX-10, still running great. Took a bit of a fall the other day, maybe about 6 foot off a wall. My son and I, excuse me, my son and I were climbing on a wall, and the brackets that I made to raise the bumper, one of them broke up front, so I got to get to that and fix that. We have the standard bone stock VXL Rustler. God, this one's quick. Got to take it easy with it, only because the original Traxxas tires, the Talons, they love to balloon. So 2 cells good enough in that. Throw the 3 cell in there and you just blow the tires up. Another Rustler on the wall. We were running that this weekend. I don't know if you can tell, but we beat the piss out of this one. All muddy. The steering servo is damaged. I'm sorry, not the steering servo, but the servo saver stripped out. So we're going to have to get an aluminum one on that. There's one of our Slash 2-wheel drive trucks. Another one we beat the piss out of at the track. Came in third and fifth. She's runs in modified class because it's running a, what do we have in there? We have an 8.5 turn Novak motor. That's right. Got an 8.5 turn Novak motor in there with a Novak speed control. Up on top, we had to borrow the Talon tires for my Rustler. As you know, I run the Rustler on road, and we just felt like beating the piss out of it, so we borrowed the tires for the Stampede. Stampede's sitting on top, and that's my son's truck that he races. Trying to remember what chassis that is. I believe it's a Tamiya TT01E. Good truck, bone stock. He loves it. A little too slow for me because, again, bone stock. They use a house motor, but really not much to do on that. Just keep it clean. Stampede, we don't know what we're going to do with that. The Slash 2-wheel drive, they take the tranny apart. Too loose. I've been adjusting the slipper on this, and it's still too loose for me. May have to change out the diff oil. The bone stock VXL, nothing to do with this guy. This guy's more of a shelf queen. My son loves it. So, I got a lot of aluminum on it. Everything's red. Trying to think of what else, guys. It's really pretty much it. Little odds and ends on each of the trucks. I'm off from work tomorrow, so it's gonna be real cold here in New York. So I'll probably just run the Rustlers tomorrow. Everything else is just too cold. It would be real nice to get the aftershock running for tomorrow, because this guy is just an absolute animal in the grass, dirt, even on dry ground. The stock tires, they really grab. Very soft. So, I've got the stock clutch bell on that truck, so any faster than that and these things will just shred. But for stock tires, it's not too bad. Leave a comment. Let me know if any of the maintenance on any of these trucks you want to see, and the most votes for whichever truck I'll videotape first. Just give me some suggestions. It's going to be a cold winter. Going to be doing a lot of work in the shop. Probably going to mention in another video or two shortly. I'm seriously considering one of 3 trucks. Not going to tell you what they are now, but I'm considering one of 3 trucks to buy as a kit. No ready to runs. I like kits. To buy as a kit, and I was going to do a build video. I'll let you know which of the 3 that I'm thinking about getting, and I'll let you guys decide which one I'm going to go out and buy, and then we'll start doing a build video on it, and that'll be one of my winter projects, build videos from scratch. Alright guys, short update, just wanted to say hi, let you know what's going on down here in the shop. Subscribe if you haven't, click the like, click the dislike, but click away. Alright, keep me going on this. Let's have some fun. Take care.